Hi, this is Malini in the next edition of Alpha Talks. When Prakash Padukone won the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in 1978 and made history, history was being written by yet another person, a young lady who won the first ever medal by an Indian at the Commonwealth Games. She won the bronze along with her partner Kanwal Thakur Singh. She went on in various other Commonwealth Games to win gold, silver, and other medals at the World Masters, Asian Games, and she is a 7 times national champion, Arjuna awardee, and the list goes on. Presenting to you the very gentle, soft-spoken powerhouse, Ami Ghia. So welcome, Ami, and thank you so much for doing this for us. What motivated you to become a sports person and why badminton?
Hello, Malini ji. Thank you so much for having me on your program, your show. My journey in badminton began at the age of around 11. I used to play at home, and then my father enrolled as a member in car gym so that I could play indoors. And it was my daily routine to go to the gymkhana after my school, which finished by 3:30. So from 4 to 7, the juniors at that time was under 18, so we were allowed to play. And that was my routine for a couple of years until 1970, when under the Gymkhana summer coaching camp, I had the opportunity to be trained under Mr. Homi Taliyar Khan, which made a lot of difference to my game. And in 1970, I won my first title, the junior singles in the district championships at CCI.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what, if any, were the challenges that you faced in your journey?
By the grace of God, everything was pretty smooth because my routine with studies and practice was on right through my school days as well as my college days. And I'm grateful and thankful for both the school and college authorities that I was always provided with all the necessary exemptions. And also, fortunately, the tournaments would never clash with the exams. So it was smooth sailing right through. And also, I had the total support of my parents because they were very happy that I'm pursuing a hobby of my choice. So yes, everything was quite smooth all through.
Wonderful. In fact, I was going to ask you what was the role of your parents or family in your success. So that's been covered with this. Lovely. Is there any hero you had, any sporting hero and inspiration?
When I started, it was just like continuing something what I like. But in the late 70s, Bombay had conducted a number of international tournaments where the Europeans and the Southeast Asians participated. And in the women's singles, there was a Danish player who was the best in the world at that time, Alina Koppen. So I was very much impressed by her game and felt, I was too young to copy anything from her game, but I felt that I wish I could be somewhere near to her in time to come in the near future. So Lena Koppen of Denmark was, I would say, my idol at that time.
Oh, great. And you did not just as well, you did probably better. Wonderful. So sport is often not a career option for most part of an Indian population because most of them don't want to sacrifice their studies because, they are looking at the long term and, facilities and opportunities ahead. So do you think any changes have been made regarding this or anything that should be done?
Changes, I would say that sports has been given a lot of encouragement nowadays. I think it could be due to a couple of factors with the emergence of the Indian stars on the badminton firmament. Initially, it was started by Mr. Prakash Padukone in 1980 and then followed up by Mr. Gopi Chand in 2000. And now, of course, it's Saina Sindhu and the Thomas Cup World title with the men's team. So there is a lot of awareness for the game. And I think that is helping the players of today because and that there is a lot of effort to be put in to achieve your goal. So I think the concept of just academics has changed and sports is also being given a priority today.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what are the requirements today, do you think, to make a world-class performer?
First of all, I would say that both the players and the parents have to understand that success is not achieved overnight. The parents should allow the child to pursue the sport of their passion. The child needs to be passionate about what he wants to do and then give his best in dedication, perseverance, and managing his academics along with his sport. Because I would say that basic education is necessary, whatever level you achieve in your sport. So I think that if children could keep these 3 points in mind along with the support of their parents, I don't think there would be any difficulty for them to reach the goals they desire.
Thank you so much. And how do you think you, being so successful and having so much experience, how could you inspire the younger generation, especially the women or the young girls in our country? How could you use this?
Today's generation has a lot of advantage by being able to watch most of the events live. So they can actually see that when you do well, when you win, how it feels, and everything else besides it. So I think that's an advantage. And then going back to our history in the game for girls, the achievements of Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu speak for themselves. And I'm sure that they could be taken as their role models, and the girls of today could give in their best, try their level best to achieve what these two superstars have achieved, and even try and go beyond them.
You know something, Amiji, what Sindhu and Saina have done, not just for badminton, but for sport in general, is just incredible. But I just want to thank you, and everybody's so grateful for you because you took those first steps on which they have built. So thank you so much for spending this time with us. And we're very, very grateful and very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and wishing you all the very best. Thank you.